going back to just the way that you look at Chase and like how you're so excited about like, cause I know how much you love being a dad. And I was thinking about how excited you are. It's been difficult. It's been really hard to kind of walk through this with your son.
Mm-hmm.
You want everything to be perfect for your kids.
Oh yeah.
So I know how hard it's been on you and Liz, but what's so cool is I think you've really only grown in your love and your like how much you care for that kid through the difficulties, like through like having to walk with him through these struggles and how awesome it is to celebrate those small wins that you get. It's so much greater. And I was thinking just about how it is for us and God, like because we're all screw ups.
1,000,000%.
You know what I mean? So like, I was just thinking of like how much greater God's love. I mean, his love is endless, but how much greater it even is when he gets to see us through the most, like it doesn't matter how screwed up we are or how, what we put ourselves through or what it is. I think like his love only deepens even more and maybe can even be felt even more through our screw ups, through the ways in which he's had to work with us slowly.
Yeah.
To just get small wins.
Yeah.
And I don't know, that came to mind and I was just like, that's such a beautiful analogy of God's love for us.
It is, dude. And I feel like, I don't know. And I'm sure you're this way with your kids. Like you may have a moment where like you screw up with your kids and you're like, okay, I have to say sorry. Perfect. What do you mean?
Every day.
Or I don't know, like you do something small for your kids, but I think it's like the biggest deal in the entire world.
Oh my gosh, yes.
And you're just like, this is just like a fraction, like a fraction of a fraction of a fraction of like part of a part of God's love.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I just think like, I'm not going to preach here.
Go for it.
There's just so much like, everyone always says like, oh, it's always preached like grace in church and grace. And there's never any like hell and fire brimstone anymore. I'm like, dude,
we went through that.
Yeah, we're done. We realized that was a bad idea. And there's just part of me that's like, I don't know. Like, I feel like if there's anybody listening to the podcast where you just feel like, I've never felt God's love. I don't know what God's love is. I think it's ridiculous that you can tell me that God loves me more than my parents do or did, or maybe even in spite of my parents. Like, I think what you're saying is ridiculous. Like, one, no, that's a lie because God literally sent his son to die for you. But two, talk to me.
Yeah.
Talk to JC. Like, again, we're talking about having conversation.
Yeah.
And it's more than just me and you. It's opening conversation to anyone and everyone.
Exactly.
Because there are times where, like, when you were talking, it just rung in my head. Like, my son, he doesn't speak. He's got a really big speech delay. And there are times where he just gets super frustrated because, like, he's telling me something and I have no idea what it is. And I feel bad, but like, I'm kind of like laughing because I'm just like, dude, like, but I just can't figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he throws a temper tantrum. And what I found out is just like, if I get down on like my hands and knees and I just kind of like hold him, not even tight, just like kind of like put my hands on him, not put my hands on him like that, but just like hold him. For anybody who's listening online.
I got you. What?
I got your kid. And I just like slow down for a second. I just feel like so many times that's like God to me. That's like God's way of loving me. He's like, dude, you're just screaming about stuff. And like, you're just yelling and I know what you want and I get it. I mean, I didn't know what Chase wants, but I feel like there's some times where like, And I don't even know how to explain it. Like, there's a difference between like, if you've ever gone to church, you hear like the head knowledge and heart knowledge, but there's definitely like an experience of God just being like, hey, I got you. Like, we'll figure this out. And I feel like there's just so many people who think like God is like just staring at us, watching us have temper tantrums, like, where he's just like, no, like, I got you. Like, we'll work through this. We'll get through this together. And it's like in those times that he actually draws closer to us.
What's up, everybody? You just watched a clip from one of our Just Breathing podcasts. If you want to see the full version, you just hit the link in the description below. Or if you want to just keep watching clips, we got some more right here. Thanks, everybody.